We'll be spending plenty of time at the Cineplex over the next few months. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 anticipated movies for the rest of 2018. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at films coming out in the final quarter of 2018, ranging from potential blockbusters to potential award show darlings.
So let's go.
Number 10, Bad Times at the El Royale. Release date, October 12, 2018.
First time at the El Royale?
Bad Times at the El Royale marks Drew Goddard's first feature-length directorial outing since the instant cult classic The Cabin in the Woods. The plot is reminiscent of Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None, as 7 strangers arrive at a sleazy hotel with both literal and figurative baggage. As the clock ticks down, our cast of colorful characters is given one night to bury their past sins.
I've done horrible things.
So does everybody. Shit happens. Get the whiskey.
With echoes of Hitchcock and Tarantino, it would appear that Goddard has crafted another surreal and stylish thriller that's sure to get cinephiles talking. The ensemble cast, which includes Jeff Bridges, Dakota Johnson, Chris Hemsworth, and John Hamm, just to name a few, only gives us more reason to check in.
I always wanted to stay in the honeymoon suite, even though I'm not currently on my honeymoon.
Number 9, Suspiria. Release date, October 26, 2018.
She can see me.
The remake of this 1977 Italian horror film has been in the works for nearly a decade. The project eventually took flight under the supervision of Luca Guadagnino, who previously directed the Oscar-winning Call Me By Your Name. Dakota Johnson, appearing yet again on this list, stars as Susie Banyan, a dance student who begins to unravel a dark mystery following several disappearances. After its premiere at the 75th Venice International Film Festival, IndieWire predicted that Suspiria would become, quote, the most polarizing film since Mother. Sounds like a film you need to see to believe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Number 8, First Man. Release date, October 12, 2018.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Be an adventure.
With award season ascending, First Man has been one of the most heavily discussed contenders. This should not come as a surprise, seeing as how it was directed by Academy Award winner Damien Chazelle of La La Land. And Chazelle isn't the only one generating serious buzz. After the film made its debut at the Venice Film Festival, Ryan Gosling and Claire Foy both received rave reviews for their performances as Neil Armstrong and Janet Sharon respectively. The film has notably attracted some controversy over its omission of the American flag planting. This film definitely could take not just a small step, but one giant leap come Oscar time.
They don't have a father anymore.
3,
So you're gonna sit the boys down,
2,
and you're gonna prepare them for the fact you might not ever come home.
1.
Do you think you're coming back?
Number 7, Halloween. Release date, October 18th, 2018.
Hello, Michael. I have something you might like to see.
Although it's the franchise's 11th entry, this film serves as a direct follow-up to the original Halloween, ignoring all previous sequels. Halloween H2O tried doing something similar 20 years ago, although the results were mixed at best. After 4 decades, will this be the sequel that gets it right? Well, director David Gordon Green is pulling out all the stops, with Jamie Lee Curtis reprising her role as Laurie Strode, and Nick Castle donning Michael Myers' mask once again. The approach to Laurie's character seems especially intriguing, as her traumatizing clash with Michael years ago left her eager for a rematch. Their final showdown should make for a fitting end to an iconic horror series. Number 6, Venom. Release date, October 5th, 2018.
What the hell are you? We are Venom.
From Bane to Mad Max, Tom Hardy's developed a reputation for accepting roles that require his face to be covered. So he was the obvious choice to play Venom. Seriously though, Hardy's ability to create likable good guys and sinister villains makes him a natural fit for an anti-hero like Eddie Brock. And that's certainly more than can be said about Topher Grace. As the first entry in Sony's universe of Marvel characters, it's hard to predict how Venom will pan out. It's also unclear how or even if this cinematic universe can incorporate Spider-Man now that he's part of the MCU. In any case, we just hope Venom's finally done justice on the silver screen.
Guys, you do not want to do this, trust me.
Number 5. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Release date, December 14th, 2018.
In your universe, there's only one Spider-Man.
While we're keeping our fingers crossed that Venom delivers the goods, we're willing to wager that Into the Spider-Verse will be the superior Spider-Man property. This animated film shines the spotlight on Miles Morales in a story that probably would have been too ambitious for live action. Introducing a Spidey multiverse, Miles encounters an older Peter Parker and Spider-Gwen. There's even a Spider-Man voiced by Nicolas Cage. With Phil Lord and Christopher Miller of the Lego Movie acting as producers, we can expect a visually unique superhero film that combines the style of the comics with state-of-the-art animation.
When did you teach me that?
I didn't. It's a little joke for team building.
Number 4. Creed 2. Release date, November 21st, 2018.
We got this. You heard me?
The Rocky franchise is a cinematic roller coaster unlike any other. Where the original 1976 classic won the Oscar for Best Picture in true underdog fashion, Rocky IV and Rocky V both received Golden Raspberry nominations for Worst Picture. Just when you thought it was down for the count, the series staged a comeback with the surprising Rocky Balboa, and especially 2015's Creed. The latter film made for a perfect passing of the torch from Rocky to Apollo Creed's son.
I ain't got a choice. That's the same thing your father said, and he died right here in my hands.
The sequel will see Donnie going up against the son of Ivan Drago in a match that's been in the making for over 30 years. The USA's current relationship with Russia just adds to the timeliness.
It may not seem like it now, but this is more than just a fight.
Number 3. Aquaman. Release date, December 21st, 2018.
Permission to come aboard.
Wonder Woman broke new ground for superhero movies, but Justice League was the lowest grossing entry in the DCEU thus far. This cinematic universe therefore has a lot riding on Aquaman. Although the King of the Seven Seas is often regarded as one of the sillier DC heroes, this film aims to change that.
You do your best thinking when you're not thinking at all.
That was the worst pep talk ever.
Not only was the trailer a visually stunning spectacle, but Jason Momoa seems to be having a ball as Arthur Curry. James Wan also seems like an inspired choice to tackle this material after directing horror hits like Saw, Insidious, and The Conjuring, not to mention Furious 7. Whether it sinks or swims, at least we'll always have James Cameron's Aquaman. Number 2. Bohemian Rhapsody. Release date, November 2nd, 2018. This one is on our radar for a variety of reasons. For starters, it's a biopic about Queen, one of the most influential rock bands of all time. It's also been speculated that Rami Malek could go from winning an Emmy for Mr. Robot to scoring an Oscar nomination for playing Freddie Mercury. What has our interest piqued is the drama that took place behind the scenes. After Bryan Singer was fired amid production, Dexter Fletcher was brought in to complete the film. Singer still received the sole directing credit due to DGA rules, however. Whether this hurts the final product or not, it'll be fascinating to finally see the results of this complicated production.
You're a legend, Fred.
We're all legends.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Who are you? Do you speak? I won't hurt you.
It is wonderful to see you.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
I can't move against Grindelwald. It has to be you.
Number 1. Ralph Breaks the Internet. Release date, November 21st, 2018.
Hey, kid! Wake up!
When Wreck-It Ralph came out, it was described as the video game equivalent of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The sequel has teased a few more gaming icons we might spot, including Mario. But perhaps an even greater draw will be the abundance of Disney characters present. While the Disney princesses have dominated much of the film's marketing, we can also expect to see familiar faces from Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, The Muppets, and other Mouse House properties.
Whoa, whoa, ladies,
I'm a princess too.
What kind of a princess are you?
All the cameos and Easter eggs aside, what's most important is that the filmmakers tell a compelling story that further develops Ralph and Vanellope. If they can accomplish that, Incredibles 2 may have some competition for 2018's Best Animated Feature.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the internet!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.